Hello, thank you CS50P team for this amazing course. I've learned so much throughout the journey. For my final project, I've created a heat transfer calculator with graphing options for both conduction and radiation, even though the user can absolutely choose from any of these 8 options for their calculation. And so firstly, here's a demonstration of how the graphing feature works. So in this case, I'm going to choose conduction, which is option 6. And I'm going to go with option 1 for the graphing option. And in this case, I'll be greeted with a table with a list of materials alongside their relevant thermal conductivities. And in this case, I'm going to try to simulate 3 substances, even though the user can absolutely choose however many substances they want to simulate. So the first substance is going to be, say, aluminum. And second one, I'm going to choose copper. And third one, I'm going to go with gold. So for the graph's title, I'm going to name it as effect of thermal conductivity, even though the user can name it whatever they want. And for the file name, I'm going to call it conduction graph. And for the file format, the user can choose from any of these 3 options, PDF, PNG, or JPEG. And I'm going to choose PDF in this case because it's a lot clearer. And in this case, you can see that a graph has popped out and you can drag it down to observe how it actually looks like. So basically over here, you can clearly see how each material's thermal conductivity affects the temperature distribution within the object. And moving on, I'm going to show you how the calculation feature looks like. So in this case, I'm going to go with radiation. And I'm going to go with the second option for the calculation. So in this case, I would go with 0.04 for the emissivity. And for the surface area, I'm going to go with 1 meter square. And for temperature, I'm going to go with 500 Kelvin. And so you can see that in this case, the rate of energy transfer that has been calculated is more or less 142 watts. That's more or less my project. Thank you so much for watching.